Hey, it's Sam here. I'm on day 32 of my solid food vacation, cold pressed juice feast. Feeling great. I've done a lot of juice feasting before, and I getting in about somewhere between 4.5 and 6 liters a day, usually around 5 or 5.5. So I'm feeling fantastic. I made some notes of some things I wanted to talk about, and it's a Friday here. It's like 80 degrees at noon here in Washington D.C. and I haven't made a video since day 20, but I knew that as soon as it got quite warm and sunny, and this was the first warm sunny day we've had in a while, that I would make more videos, and I really want to do that and kind of journal, document this experience as I go through it, because I want to go the distance. So first of all, you have to pardon me, my hair is super long. It's a lot longer than I'm used to. We're in the middle of quarantine and I haven't been able to get it cut for a couple of months, so that's just how that is. But talking about health improvements I've seen since day 30, or excuse me, since here in day 32, since starting. I consider myself a pretty healthy guy originally, but I did have some lingering arthritis in my left thumb knuckle that disappeared after day 14 or so, and I had some kind of very phantom, more mild arthritis in my left ring finger that disappeared in around the beginning. But for those who watch my previous video know that I juice feasted a lot in the summer and fall and winter of 2019 of this past year, and usually like around 4 days I would go every week from like Monday to Thursday or Friday, and I'll talk a little bit more about why I did that. But it was easier for me with my routine to do it during the week, but not to go further, but to kind of start it each week because of my travel and social obligations on the weekends. But as I said before, because it's quarantine now, all of those things have dropped off my schedule, so I thought it would be the best time as ever to finally go the distance. So I'm on day 32, going strong. I'm also doing about 2 coffee enemas per week. Something I learned about while watching the Gerson Protocol documentary and reading the Gerson Protocol book, and I thought I really wanted to try that. I've liked it. I feel quite good after it. I feel cleaner since I've gotten better at it. It's kind of a meditative time for me, a relaxing time, and so I've liked doing those. I haven't taken any psyllium husk or bentonite clay or anything like that, but I've done that coffee enemas, and I've already scheduled colonics. I'm going to do one around like day 45, and I've also already paid for a second one in a deal I found. So I'm going to do one in like day 45, and then one maybe like a month or month and a half after that. And I think those should help my elimination. I've been feeling good. I've been eliminating every day, maybe 1 to 3 or so movements, maybe one solid movement or 2 each day, and then maybe a couple watery movements. I've noticed that I've been feeling more gassy, which is, I think, because of the juices I've been drinking have been hydrating some of the old matter in there, and that I can feel that sloshing around, and I can feel not bad gassiness, but it's just stuff I'm feeling in there, a little bit of gassiness, nothing compared to when I was eating normally. And I used to, when I would do my mini 4 or 5 day juice feasts 6 months ago or last summer, fall, after a couple of days I would have no gas because I would have nothing immediate in there, whereas now some of that old stuff is being rehydrated. But I'm documenting all that is coming out of me so far. It's not quite normal looking, but it's not anything completely out of the usual. I'm taking photos of it, but I won't share that unless I see anything that's quite different looking. Some of it smells funkier than others, but maybe that's because of all the juice fasting I did before. But I never really documented it before then, so we'll see. I don't expect anything too crazy to come out, but maybe something will. I mean, it's day 32, and you know, maybe that will happen in the next couple of weeks. We'll see. I am getting really into vegetable juices. This one is actually this one's a new one up for me. It's dandelion leaves, green apples, cucumber, celery, and lemon. I just tried it. It's quite bitter, but it's nice. I love my cantaloupe, and apple juice is a staple in a lot of my juices. I do apple, carrot, spinach quite a bit, and I say my current favorite's lemon ginger blast. I've loved the cilantro and parsley and habanero and turmeric and the kind of savory pungentness of it. I didn't think I would get into that, but I've really loved that. And of course, I've just now been getting into watermelon juice. It's a gentler juice, and it's very affordable, cost efficient, so I really like that one too. But I'm really loving the vegetable juices, and I biked out here on the river here, and I just brought this little 16-ounce mason jar. I try to drink like 8 ounces or so every 30 or 45 minutes. I'm really trying to chew my juices, although I'm not doing that so much now because I'm talking, but I just listen to on tape, and I really devour audiobooks. I listened to The Enzyme Factor by Hiromi Shinya this week. It only took me about a day to get through. He talks about the importance of chewing all your meals, and so I've heard other John Rose and Nathan Von Dutch and others talking about chewing your juices and how that chewing motion releases enzymes, helps you digest. So I've been doing that. When I do start eating again, I'm really going to make sure to chew all my juice until it becomes really liquefied, because I know that will help digestion, help me pass everything. In fact, I've just found a audio copy of the Essene Gospel of Peace, and Jesus talks about the importance of chewing your food till it becomes liquid. So I'm going to make a habit of doing that going forward too. And it's really amazing how between the Essene Gospel of Peace and some of the more modern science from Hiromi Shinya, of course what John Rose says and others, that stuff is true across ages, and what's being said is really echoed. So that's kind of comforting, and listening to those things really keeps me motivated. I never thought I'd be doing YouTube videos, but I found it so motivating to listen to Nathan Von Dutch, Alonzo, Armio, and Luminous Raw. They've really motivated me. I love the John Rose videos. I thought, Solid Food Vacation, I'd love to do that. I'll never have time. Then I discovered Alonzo and Luminous Raw this spring and thought, man, with this quarantine, I'm going to go for it. So, day 32, here I am. Feeling great. My dream, I've been dreaming a lot, but my dreams have been good. The sleep has been very good. I have been cold a lot, and that's been a challenge, but by starting in mid-April, it should be warming up, then, and it was warm, but early May was a little colder than normal, and it was a challenge. But at least it's like I have something to look forward to, as it gets warmer in May, drinking the juices. You feel that internal coolness, then you go outside, it's like a warm blanket wrapping you. It feels great. You don't feel warm, you don't feel overheated the way people that are digesting food do. You're out in 85, 90 degree weather and you feel great. And another thing to look forward to is when really all the produce becomes in season in the mid-Atlantic here in July, August, September. Hopefully be wrapping up sometime in July, maybe August. But at least then I'll be looking forward to and enjoying the nice produce that's in session, that's in season, doing all my shopping at farmers markets like I really got into last year. So that's something to look forward to as well. And I recently ordered, although it hasn't arrived yet, I use my Omega 8006 juicer. I've had it since 2013. I love it. It's under warranty. It's cold press. A part broke for me when I put some sugar cane through it in the summer of last year, and they sent me another part out. Within a week it arrived. It's a great company, great product, but I thought with this quarantine, man, if that thing breaks again for some reason, I'm gonna be SOL, because I wouldn't, just be able to break the fast right away, and I also wouldn't be able to just go get another juicer or buy juice. So I ordered, with the Mother's Day sale I saw recently, a Tri-Best Shine, which is like a stand-up cold press juicer. It's a little smaller. It's going to be my backup juicer, but it'll also be something I can travel with. They really marketed it as something you can pack with you. So I'll be able to, if I end up traveling this quarantine, although I don't suspect I will, but maybe around holidays and other things, I'll be able to juice, and I won't worry as much about what might interrupt my fasting or my protocol. Sorry. I think that's about it for now. I might show a video or a section of me doing some juicing in my kitchen, so you can see my setup, and I'll do a little voiceover for that. But going forward, I'll do some more workout videos and show you kind of where my physique is at, because you can't see right now because I have a shirt on, but I'll going forward, I'll show my physique and how that's changed. After 3 weeks, I've been as trim as I've ever been, and I'm always a pretty fit guy, not fat. I don't have a lot of weight to lose, but sort of exercise is an important thing in my life, and physique, and I'll talk a little bit about that more in my future videos. So thank you again, and please comment and please dialogue with me, because that really keeps me motivated. Thank you very much. See you in the next one.
So this is where I juice in my kitchen. I've got my Omega 8006 that I've had since 2013. I bought it after seeing Fat, Sick, and Nearly Dead. That movie struck a chord in me. Even though I wasn't, overweight, I would always been trying to improve my diet and to be fit. And I had also recently, at that point in 2013, joined a community garden, and I thought I was going to be coming into a lot more produce, and that getting a juicer would be a good idea. But I used it sparingly, going through phases of juicing like carrots, apples, but, not, just kind of as a snack. And then in, about a year ago, I think July 2019, I discovered John Rose's videos, and I had been mostly vegan up until that point, but then I realized intuitively or from watching those videos that raw vegan is really the way to go. So I broke the juicer back out, which I'd always really, liked and wanted to hold on to. And I've bought some mason jars, and I've been making a go of it since, almost a year. I think it's important to kind of have your juicing set up. As you can see here, I'm about finishing this cantaloupe. It's kind of washing. The Omega juicer is very easy to wash, easy to put together. I highly recommend it. I don't know what I'd do if it broke, which is why I ordered the Tri-Best Shine. That'll get here soon, and I'll just kind of keep that as a backup. But cantaloupe, as you can see here, is one of my favorite things to juice. Super good. But I'm about 50-50 juices, 50-50 veggies and fruits now. So as you can see, I think I'm filtering the juice, which I always do. Cantaloupes are pretty easy to juice too. It doesn't take too long. Gets you about 1.5 liters. Gotten really, really used to this, putting on a podcast or something while I juice every morning. Usually do it at doing this for like an hour or so when I wake up, but it's okay because I'm a morning person. I get up early, listen to a podcast or something, and do my juices, and I'm done before too long. So it's gotten to be pretty routine. It's really pretty easy. So that about wraps it up. I'll catch you all in my next video, and in future videos I'm going to talk about what do I want to get out of this? Why am I doing it? And I also want to talk about my journey to raw veganism, how I got here, and sort of the phases in that progression. Thanks for watching.